So, it seems Jeff Ansel has the Nova.
1970 Dodge Challenger RT Hemi. Yep, this thing's got a 426 cubic inch Hemi V8. What's that? You don't think it gets any better? Well, Mopar guys, I'm gonna pray for your gonads. Let's take a look inside. That's a 4-speed manual transmission in a Hemi Challenger RT. Compression ratio is 10.28 to 1, and it was very underrated at 425 horsepower and 490 pound-feet of torque. Here's one of the limiting factors for this Challenger, and that's its rear gearing. This one has a somewhat conservative set of 354 rear gears, and that's not really ideal for a Hemi. Later, the owner would put in a set of 410 gears, but this is old footage, so 354 it is. Regardless, let's talk about the other major limiting factor, its weight. Most people know that Hemi Challengers are quite bloated, and this one's no different. With driver, 4,078 pounds. The Challenger sold rather well in 1970, and if you take a look at one, it's pretty obvious why. But if you break that down into the RT cars equipped with a 426 Hemi, that makes this one of only 287. Car and Driver tested a Hemi Challenger in 1970. It had a 3-speed automatic and 323 rear gears, and it ran the quarter mile in 14.1 seconds at 103 miles per hour. But then CarCraft took a Hemi Challenger with a 4-speed and 410 gears, and that one ran 13.10 seconds at 107 miles per hour. I think we can assume that our featured car will be somewhere in the middle. How about we check out its opponent? 1969 Chevrolet Nova. And a lot of people hate on these cars, but you know what? I think they're actually pretty good looking. And you know what's great looking? This. That's an L78 396 cubic inch V8. An L78 means solid lifter cam, forged crank and rods, aluminum intake manifold, Holley 780, compression ratio 11 to 1, and it was rated 375 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque. But you know what? Hot Rod Magazine took one of those L78 engines, they dyno-tuned it, and they found it actually made more around 425 horsepower. Inside you'll find a drag race-friendly Turbo 400 3-speed automatic transmission. But being an L78 car, this isn't any run-of-the-mill TH400. These came with a higher stall torque converter, heavy-duty flex plate, stronger clutch packs, and the valve body was adjusted to shift at 6,400 RPM. Out back you'll find a gear ratio that pairs very well with that 375 horsepower V8. 410 gears. That'll really let that engine sing. And then we get to the ultimate strength of the Nova, and that is its weight. This car with driver is only 3,620 pounds, giving it a 400-pound advantage over the Challenger. Hot Rod Magazine tested an L78 Nova in July of 1969. It had an automatic transmission like our featured car, but that one was only equipped with 355 rear gears, and it still ran the quarter mile in 13.87 seconds at 105 miles per hour. Let's see what these cars can do today.
So, it seems Jeff Ansel has the Nova. The winner of this one's going to be the Nova.
Even with a .008 reaction time, the Challenger wasn't quick enough to cross that finish line first, running 13.56 seconds at 106.42 miles per hour. And in the other lane, the victorious Nova ran 13.23 seconds at 87.55 miles per hour. Obviously, with that trap speed, they let off the gas at the end. Let's see what happens in round 2.
Now you get to go on to round 3 to make up for breaking down earlier. Now we have, looks like Jeff Ansel's got this Chevy Nova from 1969, SS396, 410 gears, 400 turbo 400 automatic, 1969 gears. Eddie George has this Dodge Challenger in the left lane. He loses with a 1351.
In the second round, we get the same result with the Nova taking home the win, running 13.05 seconds at 94.79 miles per hour. In the other lane, the Challenger ran 13.51 seconds at 106.29 miles per hour. And with that, the Nova is the best of 3 champion. A huge thanks to both of the owners for bringing out these cars. It was absolutely awesome seeing them on the drag strip. I'll catch you guys at the next one.